Hello. The game is not here. Surprise, surprise. Now it's here. Hello, hello. Hopefully the game is not too loud. Hopefully I'm loud enough. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm really excited. Ahoy! Hello, Uda. I'm very super stupid excited because I was given a review copy of this game for free through Keymailer, and I found out that one of my favorite voice actors, who is normally not a dateable option in games, is a dateable option in this game. So that's who we're going to be playing through today. But this is Him, the Smile and Bloom, or I believe it's called Hanakare for short in Japanese. It released today through PQube localization. If you're interested in it, there's only so much I can show, and there's going to be a lot of content that is there to discover, since we're only going to do one of the routes today, and not even fully. It is a pretty cool concept, in that it's an otome game where there is a different love interest. So there's different protagonists for each love interest. So each one has his own story, while it also means that all of them get to be happy in the end. So I'm very excited about this. You can tell, because Continue is lit up, that I have already played some of this. I have already played some of our dear blue boy right here. He's very cute. He's very cute, but that's not who we're going to be doing today. We're going to be focusing on this blonde man right here, because he's voiced by Ryota Suzuki, who voices Trey Clover in Twisted Wonderland. So of course I'm going to be playing his route. I'm unable to show you anything past Chapter 8, and I'm also unable to show you the opening cutscene. So if you're interested in this game, if this game looks like something you would like, I highly recommend picking it up. It's got a really solid translation currently, and it's getting a Hello? Oh boy, I need to fix OBS bad. Hello? Can you hear me? Am I back? That's the question. I heard the telltale sign of OBS disconnecting. And then, of course, Sophie was getting into trouble, so I had to go make sure she was not getting into trouble. Okay, let's see how far we can get. Flowers. Beautiful blooms of life that sprout forth from growing plants. Their vivid colors enrich our souls as they display the tangible passing of seasons. But they aren't just things of beauty. People have attributed a variety of emotions to the image of different flowers, and have raised them with love. Sorry. By the station in a certain town sits Phil Flower, a lone flower shop. In this shop, with its array of colorful blossoms, exist stories that all stem from flowers. One such story is flanked by the flower Happiness, Tweedia. Okay, so this is where it explains the 4 routes a little bit. It's also voiced very wonderfully. A hardworking younger man and a woman afraid of love. Sophie, do you mind? The tale of two people bearing scars of burned trust, finding true happiness at long last. Another tale revolves around the flower of gratitude, Mimosa. Hi, Sophie. Yes, she's very loud. I had salmon for lunch, and she got up in the sink and was trying to lick the dish. So she got a little bit of a spritz on the head, and now she's standing in the kitchen screaming at me. Because she's very angry, but, like, she knows not to be up there. Mic is louder than the game. Oh, is that good or bad? Do you want to hear the game more? I can turn it up. Maybe this will be better. It's got quiet music right now. A man who has never known true love and a woman unrefined in matters of the heart. But you have my favorite voice actor, so I don't care. He's not my type, but... The tale of two people dishonest with their feelings and the secret love that comes to bloom between them. Our third story follows the flower of love, anemone. This is my probably top pick for love interests. I feel like Hokuto is gonna be like my type. Just saying. An oblivious and timid man and a woman with an unyielding will. The tale of two people united in their feelings, finally connecting as one. And the final tale concerns the flower of passion, Nandina, which I promised you this. This is Azul's voice actor that voices this guy. A man whose love has grown through distance and a woman at the mercy of her own smoldering emotions. Sounds spicy, but we're not going to do that right on stream. The tale of two who burn with yearning until their dreams become a reality. Now, this game is not rated mature. But it is about adult love, which is really refreshing in otome games, honestly. I feel like there's a lot of, like, high school setting otome games. Like flashing a smile to a beautiful flower, these tales recount bittersweet days with the men who shower their beloved with affection. I'll show you a love so sweet even the flowers might smile at it. Oh my gosh! He sounds so normal compared to how flamboyant Azul is. Yeah, I would not have guessed that was Azul's voice actor, to be real honest with you, until I looked it up. Because I was like, oh, I wonder who voiced... I was trying to figure out who voiced Wataru, who's the blue one. And I looked it up and was like, oh, haha, that's weird. Azul's voice actor's in this. And then I scrolled down and I was like, oh, haha, Minorikawa from Jack John is in this. And then I was like, wait, Minorikawa! Wait, that's Trey! So I had a moment. I had a moment finding out who the voice actors were. Oh, I can't show this. Hold up. Okay. There's a lot more rules when you're showing off a Japanese game than there are English games, it seems. But, yeah. So, I'm going to try and follow all of the rules. Developers, please. Yeah, so this is Wataru. This is the one that Azul's voice actor voices. I think his name is Tenya. This is Hokuto, and this is Ginnosuke, which is who we're going to be doing today. Two-Faced Prince Romeo. He's age 26. Oh my gosh, he's my age. Birthday is 4'9", height 179 centimeters, and blood ABE. This is who we're gonna do. This is our protagonist. She, like I said, she is different for every route. There's a different protagonist for every route. I'm going to keep their names as they are, because when it's a game like this where each one has their own protagonist, I feel like they deserve to have their name that is canon. But I'm weird about that. So we're gonna be Ami Akashi. Yes. Chapter 1, Still in My Memories. Now, I've seen Ginnosuke a little bit in Wataru's route, and I'm hoping I'm going to like him. He's not normally my type, but Ryota Suzuki voices him, so I'm going to try. People shivered in the cold, hurrying past empty buildings on their way home. During New Year's, the offices are deserted, and though the solstice had already passed, I still felt the nights were getting longer. Hello, sorry I'm late. No, it's okay, Sloanie. Hi, welcome in. We're playing Hanakare, and we're playing the route that Trey's voice actor voices. This one is for me. This stream is for me. I hope you all know this. I guess that's how it is. Time passes by so quick, but work never ends. While sending another email, I check my tasks for the day. Next up, confirming and printing the contract. Got the data here. And I can't view it due to an error. The properties are also strange. I wonder if Senpai is home yet. Will he notice if I call? With a glimmer of hope, I call my senpai who had left work earlier. He gave me this task, so I have to follow his instructions. I love a good, hard-working woman. He's not picking up. Refusing to give up, I send him a text. Let's hope he replies soon, while I'm finishing up my other tasks. Heck, sorry, Elburb. Okay, that's fine! So, I shifted my focus to another issue, but here also I found mistakes, typos, and unfinished parts. All of this work was requested by the same senpai. Girl, he's dumping his work on you! Don't let him do that! What a deadbeat! Senpai, if you're gonna give me extra work, at least review it first. Okay, I wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally hit it twice. My complaints echoed out in the empty office. Did I miss anything? No, we're just barely starting! This is our main character. We have not met the love interest yet. I mean, we know who we're going for because it's a set route, but, like, you haven't missed anything. The sound was so sparse that it brought me back to reality. I checked my phone, but there were no messages. The time display caught my eye. I stared at the clock, bringing fingers to my lips in worry. They were dry and chapped. Girl, take care of yourself instead of doing your senpai's work. I might not make it in time. I'll just come in early tomorrow and deal with it then. No, girly! Don't work yourself too hard. As the deadline approaches, I send another message to my senpai, grumbling as I prepare to leave. Another day, another last train. My name is Ami Akashi. I work for Second Spring, an interior design office. I've worked here for just over 2 years, and I'm still at the bottom of the ladder. Well, I mean, when your senpai is being a jerk like that, I can't imagine that management is much better. I finally reached a point where I can take on real projects. So, I took on extra tasks for training purposes to prepare for the year-end rush. Is there a rush on interior design at the end of the year? I guess that would make sense, because, like, people, new year, new me stuff. It's been a little worrying getting all these tasks from my senpai, though. I know even small tasks are important, and I think it's all thanks to those tasks that I've gotten used to my job. But I decided to tidy up my desk in the name of efficiency. Girly pop, me too. My eyes suddenly catch the New Year's pine decoration placed at the office entrance. Like last year, the decor is stylish and cute, and the white pottery vase blends in well with the office. The Christmas tree that was up until recently was lovely, with elegant decor the color of champagne gold. One of my hobbies is admiring flowers, especially those ordered by season. I guess that makes sense if you're an interior designer. What a boring office for a design firm. I know, right? Even if I keep working overtime, those flowers help me relax. Thank you, Phil Flower. The flowers in the reception area welcome visitors. By extension, they become the face of the office. They're delivered on a regular basis by Phil Flower, the flower shop in front of the station. Yeah, the flower shop is so much more colorful and interesting, which I guess makes sense. She's probably going, like, her finding love is probably going to help her bring color into her life from her boring design firm job. But, like, wow, you couldn't, like, you're an interior design firm. You couldn't decorate the interior of your office? When that store came to mind, so too did the guy who used to deliver flowers here. At that time, I was a newcomer, constantly overwhelmed with unfamiliar work and reception duties. You started as a receptionist? I fear I've been given too much in the fact that he's a dateable candidate. Now, if you followed the string of other characters he's been in otome games where he has green hair and glasses, I would probably die. Positively, but, like, I would probably die. So it's a good thing he's not. If you wish to move the flowers, I recommend along this wall rather than by the window. As I moved the flowers that were sent in, the delivery florist called out to me. The flowers will wilt if exposed to direct sunlight. Are you sure that's a good place? It may get in the way when walking between your desk and the reception. I see. I walk to the desk often. Along the wall should be good then. Sorry, I didn't notice it earlier. Let me carry it for you. What about here? Out of the way enough for you? Yes, right there is fine, thank you. Sorry, I'm fangirling. Shall we move these other flowers to balance it out? How about over here? He's just gonna redesign our office? Okay. No, it's fine. Sorry to take up your time. Don't worry about it. I'm glad you told me before I left. By the way, I apologize if I'm mistaken, but are you a new employee? Yes, I just started here last month. I know his character's a playboy, but... I knew it. I was thinking that I've never seen you before. Damn, he's pretty. He is pretty. They're all so pretty in this game. If you're the one looking after the flowers, would you like a brief explanation? One moment. I took out my notes in a hurry. As a new employee, I still had a lot to learn. I flipped through the notepad. It was already full of scribbles. Took me a long time to find a blank page, but he kindly waited for me with a smile. Advanced. I don't know if this is advanced. I don't actually know how to grow things. The water the flowers are in contains a chemical that slows the growth of bacteria. So there's essentially no need to change the water. But if you're concerned about the water becoming cloudy, please replace it and add this chemical. There are instructions on the back as well. I see. Is there anything else I should look out for? I would assume this is all, like, legitimate flower caring advice. So maybe I'll learn something. Right. If the flower stems turn black, please cut off the discolored parts. Sounds legit to me, I guess. Yeah, see, I have never successfully kept anything alive, okay? Except for me. Though flowers last a while, stems rot easily. If you're changing the water, it's a good idea to cut them then. The roses will be fine if left alone. If you do cut their stems, try to keep it to a minimum. But I'll probably make the next delivery before the flowers start to deteriorate. I do know it's true they use chemicals to prevent flowers from wilting, so it's important to not get store-bought flowers for food, baths, etc. because the chemical is, yeah. Interesting! I mean, that makes sense because they come with that little, like, food packet that you're supposed to put in the vase. Basically, they don't require any real maintenance. Oh, really? That's good to know. I'm not very knowledgeable about flowers. Girl, me too! Don't worry, we deliver flowers for all kinds of people, experienced or not. Oh my god! Please take a look at the flowers during your work breaks. Computers can be tiring for the eyes after all. The gradation from pretty pink orange roses to faintly autumn-colored maple and red plumbed coxcomb is beautiful. I don't know what coxcomb looks like. I know what roses look like. I lost track of time while gazing. This rose has a wonderful color. I don't think I've ever seen it before. Thank you. It's a variety called Carpe Diem. Carpe Diem. And what's the name of this small flower over here? Even when I asked about flowers that I recognized but didn't know the name of, he told me them with a smile. Y'all, I'm... Sorry, I'm good. This is also a rose. It's a type called Rosa multiflora. Oh, is that so? There's a lot of different kinds, huh? Oh, I feel like I'm gonna just explode. It's too good to be true. It's too good to be true. Yes, there's many types of roses. Please enjoy the variety. After explaining everything with a gentle smile, the florist went back to his delivery work. I needed to get back to work too. While thinking this, I slowly blinked and looked at the flowers, realizing that my eyes and shoulders were tense. I was nervous about learning a new task. I wonder if he noticed. The autumn flowers added color to the office. Plumbed coxcomb and Carpe Diem, Rosa multiflora. It's like the autumn scenery is directly arranged in the vase. Oh, it's plumed, I think. I think I read that wrong. Oops, sorry. Such beautiful flowers. I think I'll enjoy viewing them in my spare time, just like he said. I changed the water and added the chemicals as you suggested. They're all blooming so beautifully without wilting at all. Thank you for your advice, I said, looking at the man who came in for the next delivery. I'm glad I could be of help. They really do look very lively. Even after a water change, the arrangement is still well balanced. Before I swapped the water out, I took a picture and tried to arrange it as close to the original as possible. Girl, that's something I would do. That's something I would do. No, it looks pretty like this. I'm going to make sure it stays pretty like this. You've done great. The stem is cleanly cut and the lower leaves have been properly removed. I see you're taking good care of the flowers. As a florist, it warms my heart to see. He looked at the flowers with great care as he spoke, and for a moment I was at a loss for words. I was surprised how gentle his gaze was. So there is someone like this who looks at flowers so tenderly. No, it's my pleasure. Thank you for everything. And then, with a quick bow, I heard him give a small laugh. I look forward to working with you in the future. But she said he doesn't come anymore. Not long after that, the delivery staff changed. Yeah. You never even learned his name! He was no longer assigned to us. I had no chance of seeing him again. That was 2 years ago, so his face is a little blurry. I don't even know his name, but I remember his lovely smile. And the memories of that time still motivate me to this day. I can say that I made it through my rookie years thanks to his encouragement and the beautiful flowers that decorate the office. Well, girl, as long as the flowers do something for you, because there's no other decorations. Casually understanding the customer's feelings, explaining gently and clearly. If I can be that kind of person, clients should feel at ease in trusting me with the job, right? As an interior designer, I explain projects and develop them according to the needs of my clients. Because I want to be just like him. Alright, I'm busy, but I'll do my best. He's my goal. And I hope we'll meet again someday. Girly pop. Ah! It's a good thing you're not aware that you're in an Otome game. The surprise will be so good for you. Just as motivation overtook me, the alarm on my phone started to ring. Oh, the last train! I threw on my coat and dashed out of the office. Is the man you fancy a prince? In mid-January, during a meeting with my senpai, I was told something unexpected. Ooh! Since Nonaka will be off for a while, Akashi will take over this project. I'll be checking her work and following up. Miss Nonaka is a new employee who recently joined the company. She broke a bone during New Year's break. She's been out of office for a while, working remotely. So I was expecting her tasks to be reassigned. What's this? A refurbishment project for Philflower? Do you know this place? This is the shop where we regularly order flowers for delivery, isn't it? Their staff always delivers them directly. Come to think of it, they did mention that. Apparently the head office requested our help since we regularly order flowers from them. I didn't know that such a project was in the works. I was surprised when I read the material. Girly pop, you're gonna see him again! Woo! The Sakura Gamori store, Bangly Bangly Bongo Bingo, Hello Destiny, is being refurbished. Isn't that the store that always delivers flowers to us? Well, yeah, you're probably it's probably the closest store to you. I knew Philflower was expanding its chain, but I didn't know that was their first store. They wanted to refurbish the interior because the number of staff and floral materials had increased. They do have a lot of stores and staff. With that many locations, there will probably be staff transfers. I thought for a moment that I might be able to meet that man, but it seems unlikely after all. You know the store, so this should be easy. Please create a proposal before the meeting. I believe Miss Nonaka had started on it. Do you have a record of our last meeting or any pictures of the current store? My phone fell out of my pocket mid-exam and the entire screen cracked. Oh no! My other secondary phone is a Samsung 3. Just doesn't even let you use YouTube as an app. Oh, I'm so sorry. That sucks. Just fix up what Nonaka made. It'll be fine. Just follow our template. Okay, but that... If you're... I'm saying this as somebody who worked as a designer for something. Telling people to just take and work with somebody else's idea and just follow the template is against the spirit of design. That would make me so mad. I'd be like, no. I wonder if Miss Nonaka took notes. But I still have to go to the site. After that... The meeting is next week, so please hurry. Bro. Anyways, I'm counting on you. They really were like, hey, we've been able to pawn all our work off on you, so we're going to keep doing it. This girl doesn't get a break. Next week? Yes, of course. I'm taken aback by the sudden turn of events. As always, my senpai acted like it was no big deal at all. You're looking at a remake. Zero is taking the source and reworking it just like a template. Yeah, no, I just... It's one thing if you're, like... I don't know. When you work in design, it makes sense to, like... If you're a designer, it'll make sense what I said. That's what I'll say. Because, like, it's kind of insulting to be told, oh, well, just wing it and use somebody else's idea. When your whole thing is that you were hired to be a designer. But since it's for a shop that always delivers beautiful flowers, I decided to put my all into it. The client wants to create a warm and welcoming atmosphere, showcase their unique personality, and improve traffic flow. Good. A worthwhile task. Let's do our best. Yeah, it takes away the creative design aspect. Exactly! If it's a template, it's like, okay, so one person designed it one way forever ago, and now we're all required to do it this way. It's a little insulting. I'm back! Huh? I thought you'd gone home. Well, I went to check out the current Phil Flower store. I went as a customer, and I bought some flowers. Oh, I see. Well, I'm going home then. Thank you for your hard work. You don't have to be nice to him. I know you do. Like, societally, you should be nice to him. But, like, this senpai, I'm gonna beat. I'm gonna beat him up. My senpai left the office without even looking at the flowers. A bouquet of purple ranunculus and hyacinths. I think it's very nice and chic. Any purple flowers are always chic. Yes, I agree. Arranging the flowers in the vase I had bought, I placed it by the desk. When I mentioned I was decorating our office desk, the staff kindly bundled the flowers into a small arrangement. Thanks to them, I could enjoy these beautiful flower colors while I work. This may be the first time I've seen a ranunculus in this color. It was my mother's influence that made me so fond of flowers. Backstory for our protag! Woo! Though, if you ask me what I know about them, not much. I just enjoy cut flowers every now and then in my free time. But I should take this opportunity to learn more. My mood greatly shifted as I adopted a new attitude towards my work. Yeah, I can do this. Let's continue working on the proposal. Okay, so here's something that's controversial and, like, stirs up drama in the Otome game community. But, like, some people hate when protagonists have their own story, and some people hate when they don't have any story. But I like both. But I do like when it's a character that, like, instead of me having to self-insert, I can just be like, oh yeah, this is the character. Had to have a very long discussion with my dad on the use of AI. Yeah. Yeah. We're not going to talk about AI on my channel, just because it gets into a lot of stuff. My take is that AI is not good. That's all I will say on it. But we're going to try and not talk too much on it, because I don't want to invite any kind of discourse on that. It's not worth our time to deal with people that might come in and be like, actually. It's like, no, not actually, thank you. But yeah, you kind of understand what I'm meaning when I say, like, it's insulting to be like, oh, use a template. No, it's not my job to use a template. My job is to design. I can do this. Let's continue working on the proposal. Going to the actual place really helps form an image. The clientele is expectantly diverse, and I want to emphasize that all are welcome. The initial proposal was just a template copy, so I made it brighter, more open, and showcased Phil Flower's uniqueness. Heck yeah, girly pop, make it your own! This was my first flower shop assignment. I'd seen examples in my school curriculum, but it was a different story when it came to actually doing it. I studied until my brain was fried, trying to learn everything about the floral business from scratch. Other than that, my exam at least went well today. Also learned, even if I fail 1 of 5 things, I can pass, which is nice. Oh, awesome! I'm glad it went well for you, Destiny. Heck yeah! While the store ambiance and product display is important, we must not forget that flowers are living things. Just like what that florist taught me. He said that direct sunlight can wilt the flowers. Paying attention to lighting placements, I detail the flow of movement. They want to improve the flow of staff without changing much of the exterior. Since this is their wish, oh gosh, wrong button, I must keep that in mind. While referencing the data, I tentatively placed the flower buckets and recreated the layout in 3D. Yeah, she can use 3D programs! I love this protagonist, okay? Alright? We ignore the breakdown over the meringue failing 3 times in a row and my phone breaking at the same time, but it's fine. I believe in you. I probably would also have a breakdown if my meringue failed 3 times in a row. That would be like, first time, alright, mistakes happened. Second time, very frustrating, but alright. Third time, I'm done. I'm not good at trying things over and over and over again. Well, I want to make something that satisfies both the customers and the staff. And that man, too. When I casually glanced at the side of the desk, I noticed the flowers I'd just placed there. I touched them lightly with the tip of my finger. They swayed slightly as if laughing. Cute. I continued my work, and encouraged by the flowers, it didn't go badly at all. We had a lot of had an hour of leftover time too, which was the most annoying part. The baked Alaska on the ice cream had melted. Oh! Ooh, that would be annoying. I'm not good at time management, so I don't think cooking would ever be my thing, because I would just be, like, starting things at times that I thought, oh, this will work, and then it would end up nothing being ready at the same time. Thank you for your hard work. How was the data I sent you yesterday? Why are you working at a design firm then? This senpai is gonna get it. That. You know we can't use materials that our regular supplier doesn't carry. It just increases the hassle. I have a template that I always use, so I'll fix it with that. Our customers like it just fine. I'm gonna beat him up! I'm gonna beat him up! Why use such troublesome and expensive LED lighting? The usual one is fine. We'll use that budget to add some nice decor instead. But this client is a florist. The reason I chose LED lighting is... I'll fix it, so don't worry. Thanks. Hi, Toppy. Yeah, I'm going to fight him. This document alone isn't... It's fine. Just take care of tomorrow's meeting. Luckily, my volume never broke on my phone after it dropped. Well, that's something. Right. I didn't attend the initial meeting, so I hope this will do. Well, I've done all I can. No, girly pop, fight for your design. Actually, yeah, just show up at the store and be like, here's the design. They're going to try and present you with something cheap. Do it. Actually, she seems like she's too respectful and, like, rule-abiding to do that, but that's what I would do. Probably. Not. I visited the Phil Flower Sakura Gamori store once again for the meeting. It feels like there are even more flowers than the last time I came. It's just like spring in here. I remember being told that winter is a good season to buy cut flowers because they last longer. Maybe I'll buy one on the way home? If the meeting goes well. Oh yeah, this is still around New Year's time. The variety of tulips and the ornamental kale leaves dyed in pink are so cute and eye-catching. It's fun just looking at the colorful flowers from outside the store. I have to agree. I don't buy flowers often, but like, I like looking at them. As I stand there, two women walk past me, chatting away.
UVG Lopanda raided my stream with 8 viewers. Holy crap.
Woo! Hi, Panda. How is the rest of stream? Hello, Raiders. Hello, Raiders. Sloanie, if you're here, Sloanie or Toppy, can you ! Shout out space UV Glow Panda for me, please? I'm afraid that it'll break if I turn off of this screen. I'll never dig a hole in the backyard again. No, it's SO UV Glow Panda. Yes, it is! Thank you, Sloanie. You're fine, Toppy. Alright. Hello. Real quick, for anyone that's just coming in. Hi, I'm Rini, or Ace, or Keto. You can call me any of those. I like to play visual novels, and I received a free copy of this game. It's called Him, the Smile, and Bloom. It's an otome game that just came out today, and we're very excited about it because one of my favorite voice actors is a dateable route, and that's whose route we're playing. It's about a flower shop and flower language, so. But did you get everything done in Warframe that you were doing at the end? I wasn't sure what you were doing. I don't play Warframe, but like, you were doing something, so. No, I needed 10 of a certain item and I got 5. Aw, that kind of sucks. That sucks, but. Yeah, I wasn't there for the end of the digging game, so. Maybe we'll play the digging game one of these days on stream. But either way, I don't know if I can... Oh, I forgot. I can show what, these are what the flowers look like when they pop up and they say that you can see the flowers. That's what it is. That's the one where you dig a really big hole, right? I think so. It's the one where you dig a hole in your backyard. I don't know. I wasn't there for most of it. Is the prince here today? He picked out flowers for me the other day. how nice. Want to go in? Seems like Wednesdays are pretty busy for them. Are they customers? They're looking at Phil Flower. And what did they say? There's a prince in the flower shop? Girl, that's his job to pick out flowers, truly. I don't know what you're getting so excited about. It's his job. But alright, stay delusional, I guess. Little do they know that our girl is going to be the one that ends up with him. Sucks to suck. What's wrong? Let's go in. Ah, right. Hello. Welcome. As I enter the store, I'm greeted by a staff member near the door. The woman who had helped us during our previous visit was nowhere to be seen today. I wonder if the girl that they're talking about is the one from Wataru's route, because she works at the flower shop. I don't know how these relate to each other in, like, timeline. Hello, I'm from the design office Second Spring. I have an appointment for a meeting. Yes, please wait a moment. After saying that, he went into the back. I looked around as I waited. This is the guy? No, that's not the guy. That's not the guy we're dating. That's not the guy we're dating. That's a different guy that is also dateable, but not the guy we're dating. As expected, it has a very nice atmosphere. There are a lot of things, but it doesn't look cluttered at all. Because it's cleaned thoroughly, and the flowers are arranged beautifully. Or, beautifully arranged. I can't read. Only Phil Flower could create this kind of atmosphere. So you just pick and choose from the whole flower shop? No. There's 4 dateable options in this game, but they just all happen to work at the flower shop. I don't know how to explain otome games or dating sims. If you've played a dating sim, it probably makes more sense. But, like, you get to choose which option you're going for. And then in this game, there's a single protagonist per love interest. So each love interest has their own protagonist, instead of some games where there's one protagonist and a bunch of love interests. I pondered to myself, clutching at my bag. Though my senpai had rejected my proposal, I had still brought the original documents from before the changes were made! Yes, girl! Yeah! A flower shop with just dateable men, so where's that in the UK? I'm just gonna go for a visit for the flowers, of course. Yeah, I know, right? I don't want to confuse the client, though. Today I'll explain using the materials that were approved by my senpai. No! Golly! As I sorted out my feelings, I made eye contact with some women outside. It was the 2 girls who were hesitating to enter earlier. There is still a chance. Oh, they left. I thought the staff member I just talked to was the prince, but maybe not. Eventually, the staff member returned with another taller staff member who invited us further in. Hokuto! He's gonna probably be my favorite, but he doesn't have my favorite voice actor, so it's I don't know. I have to make a choice. He's as far as I'm aware, from the other route, he's the owner of the flower shop, or like the big manager. Thank you for coming all this way. It's a bit cramped, but please come in. Hello there. Thank you for taking the time to meet with us. I look forward to working with you. Tall staff, my favorite character. We exchanged light greetings and entered the backyard. He's so attractive! Sorry. It's not who we're going for. Nice to meet you. I'm Hokuto Ichike, the branch manager, that's what they call it, here at Sakuragamori. I'm Ami Akashi from Second Spring. Nice to meet you. Likewise, I look forward to working with you. Actually, there's one more person joining the meeting, but he's currently dealing with one of his assigned clients. I see, so even florists have assigned clients. He's the poster boy of the store. Usually the staff who are in store that day will serve customers, but he's special. Hello, special. None of these men know what a top button is. They would choke themselves if they tried to use those top buttons, let's be so honest. He's also the poster boy of our store. Is that the prince, then? You're well informed. That's what our customers call him. I just happened to overhear the gossip outside. Oh, he's the one I met last time, isn't he? He looked like a model and seemed pretty popular. If this senpai does not shut up and stop kissing butt, I'm gonna throw him out the window. He can be fertilizer for the flowers. Take that how you will. Gotta skedaddle skedoodle. Ready for another fun day tomorrow. I believe in you, Destiny. You can do it. Have a good night. Yes, that's right. He's liked by both men and women. Oh! He could be fertilizer for the flowers. Yes. He's friendly and has good taste, too. We'd like to use his skills on interior design, so we'd appreciate it if you could incorporate his opinions in the refurbishment. Girly Pop, pull out the plans that you made. While he's speaking, I hear the sound of a door open behind me. At that moment, the smell of flowers fills the air. Oh my gosh, it's a meet cute like no other. Liked by men and women. How did he know? How did he know? Let people be bisexual in peace, Destiny. Come on. A strange feeling came over me. My heart was racing. Ah! Sorry to keep you waiting. I look back and... Ah! He's hot! Oh my gosh. He's right there. I'm at a loss for words. My eyes widen in surprise. No way. The person I was hoping to one day see again was standing right there holding a large bouquet. I never thought such a miracle would happen, to meet once more. Ah! Girly Pop's living the dream! Oh my gosh. When our eyes meet, he gives me a soft smile. His gesture matched the memories I have of that florist. Gin, what's up with that big bouquet? I was making it as a gift request, but then I got an urgent call from a customer. The customer said he'd be back in 2 or 3 hours, so I thought I'd keep it in the backyard. Suddenly, my mind went blank. She said, his pretty privilege made my mind go brrrr. I apologize for the late greeting. You're a different person from last time. I'm Sugawa Ginnosuke. I know who you are. The bouquet was so large he had to hold it in his arms. He placed it into a nearby empty flower bucket. Wait, he just said nice to meet you. He doesn't remember you. Oh, Girly Pop, I'm so sorry. Maybe he's a different person? But this atmosphere... Hey, Akashi? I'm sorry. I'm Ami Akashi from Second Spring. Nice to meet you. What, enchanted by his good looks? Yeah, at least he has something going for him, unlike you, senpai. Dang. Senpai, that's not the issue here. Girly pop, you could have swung back so hard. Well, I was wondering who this prince was. We should make a blushing sprite for when I play games like this, because my face is hot! Oh my gosh! This is our store's prince. It's okay to be captivated by him. Can I save that as my ringtone and pretend it's Trey Clover? Maybe it was dangerous playing the route of my favorite voice actor. Oh my gosh. Games for as long as you wish. My charm isn't gonna run out. Just kidding. I'm sure you're surprised by my sudden appearance. Oh my gosh. I didn't even know what to say. I couldn't even think of a good reply. We've met before makes for an awkward conversation starter. Unable to do anything but force a smile, I dive straight into the meeting. What should I do? Even if I try not to, I end up thinking about it. I admire this florist, and I've been wanting to see him again. So, Miss Nonaka visited last time. She isn't coming today? Actually, she broke a bone, so Akashi stepped in as a replacement. I didn't step in as a replacement. You forced the work on me. It just happened to be a good thing. Oh, not skip. Oh, I see. No, I need to forget about it for now. I have to focus on my work. Well then, let us begin. I present the documents and explain each one. Even though my senpai had rewritten most of the documents, the rest was still my job. So I tried to speak as politely and clearly as possible. Ah! He knows! This is really the correct document for the refurbishment. When he finished looking over the materials, his expression suddenly changed. Huh? Sorry, but I feel like this content doesn't reflect anything we discussed in our last meeting. Gin, that's a bit... When you were preparing the materials, did you do any research on florists? Now's the time, girly pop! Now's the time! Do you really think this is the best arrangement for these lights? I couldn't say anything, and next to me my senpai was also struggling to respond. Get his butt! Well, that's... Heck yeah, get him! I asked for improvements in traffic flow, but this is just making it worse, isn't it? Especially this part. Why did you decide to put the workbench here? I wasn't the only one surprised by his harsh tone. We were shocked and confused. It looked like Mr. Ichige was also flustered. It might be fine for stores that don't deal with water indoors. Oh, get him! Oh, kill him! Feels like you just copied a template. Sure would be easy if you could do that for everything, wouldn't it? Oh my gosh. Seeing the documents being rejected so coldly makes my hands tremble, and I couldn't help but notice his face and voice. When I saw his smile earlier, I thought for sure it was him, but his expression right now is like a completely different person. But at the same time, there's a part of me that thinks he's right. Under the desk, I tightly gripped the documents that were rejected by Senpai. Senpai's gonna need so much cream for all those burns! Ah! He really is going to be fertilizer for the flowers. Dang. I apologize. No, I'm the one who should apologize for impolite words. No, Hokuto, it's fine. It's not you, first off. And second off, Gin's correct. How should I put it? I'd like to ask for another proposal. You didn't even take proper notes in the first place. In our last meeting, you were just casually listening, weren't you? Thank goodness that this is not directed at our girl, because our girl was not here last time. I can tell you weren't paying attention. I said I wanted to change the color of the wallpaper. Oh! Isn't this the same color as before? And this lighting. It will wash out the color of the flowers. If it's gonna be like this, what's the point of refurbishing? What were you thinking when you made these materials? Again, as expected, that's... Next to me, my senpai sat in silence, face pale. He was probably thinking the same thing as me. Since it's come to this, I wouldn't be surprised if they cancel their request entirely. What should I do? It can't go on like this, girly pup! You got it in the bag! This won't do. I should follow up at least a little. I'm very sorry. We deeply apologize for betraying the trust you placed in our company. Regarding the wallpaper materials, we have additional ones here. Could you please check them? I take out the interior materials from the file I'm holding and present them. Yay! Get 'em, girl! I'm so proud of her. These 3 colors have a soft and warm hue. Since it's made of a water-repellent material, it's suitable for use around water. Do you have a sample? Yes, here it is. Please consider it. Thank goodness I got to show him the sample. Knowing there's still a chance to recover, I pull myself together. Allow me to clarify the placement of the workbench you mentioned. The reason for the substantial move from the current location is to create a space for the dried flowers. With the refurbishment, you were planning to add more fresh flower vases, weren't you? That's right. Well, what if we put the dried flowers mainly on the walls and ceiling and had the fresh flower boundary clearly defined? But then the workbench will be completely visible to the customers. I want to hide the working area as much as possible. How about this area? If we move this over here and use this folding screen, I show him by drawing on the diagram, but his expression remains clouded. I understand what you're trying to say, but this doesn't give me the whole picture. He's not a visualization guy, maybe? Just feels like the materials aren't aligning with what I requested. That's correct. My apologies again. We'll prepare and send the corrected document as soon as possible. What is that? We'll send it to you tomorrow. What do you need fixed? You gotta tell me these things. If it's just about fixing the part I mentioned, then sure, but there's still a lot more to correct. He said, laughing quietly. It was as if he could see right through me, like he knew I was desperate to regain his trust. The smile that was so prince-like, now it just looks like a malicious grin. After that, Mr. Sugawa repeated his harsh criticism, with Mr. Ichige's earnest follow-ups in between. Over and over again, the same events repeated, and the documents became completely black with writing. I tried! Well then, shall we call it a day here? When the meeting ended, Senpai and I were completely exhausted. Of course, we couldn't let it show on our faces. The florist I admired, he's totally different than the person I remember. It was 2 years ago. I might be mistaken, and it could be someone else. No, I want to believe it's someone else. Being scolded so harshly, I ended up thinking that. I wanted to keep him as a beautiful memory. Maybe I'm just being naive. But anyway, work is work. The fact is, I couldn't propose what the client wanted. We rise from our chairs, exchange closing greetings, and bow deeply once more. Did I pick the wrong option? We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience. I'm lurking hard because I have this one to play also, and I don't want spoilers. Oh, that's fair. I'm only doing the one route, and we're not doing most of it. There are pretty strict guidelines on what you can show when it's a Japanese game like this. So just be aware. Then, different from before, a calm and earnest voice came into my ears. Just like your designs, flowers are our tools of trade. They tell me right away if I'm being cared for or not. It's got nothing to do with company relations. Once you bring us a suitable proposal, be prepared for requests from other offices. Panda, you know you had access to this through the library. Take your time and come up with a concept for our new Phil flower store. Please. His words are more than enough to convey his feelings. Oh, see, I didn't get the Switch. They didn't give me the Switch version. You've done great. The stem is cleanly cut and the lower leaves have been properly removed. I see you're taking good care of the flowers. As a florist, it warms my heart to see. I knew it was him. Flowers are important. That's why I must become both gentle and strict for the sake of the flowers. And the person I admire? Wah! Unaware of the cause of pain. Chapter 3. Let's see. The next flower shop is, I walked briskly, reading the map on my phone. It seemed I was less than 5 minutes away. She's doing research! For the flowers. When I stopped to think about it, there are quite a few flower shops in this town. The paper bag tucked under my arm was filled with several flower bouquets. The Phil flower meeting was a few days ago. I was using my day off to visit various flower shops. Naturally, my senpai wasn't with me. Thank goodness, girl. He took advantage of the increase in new projects and withdrew from the case. He left you with it because he thought it was too much work. I'm gonna beat this senpai up! Even though he acted like nothing happened, it seems like that meeting really got to him. It's just not my thing, he said. Well, that's just typical. I, on the other hand, am all fired up. This time, I'll definitely submit a proposal they like. I read through reference materials and checked case studies to prepare. I got opinions from people in the office because relying solely on my own perspective would be biased. And now I'm doing research by visiting actual flower shops. I feel like I'm getting the hang of this. Now I just need to create a layout that can handle a variety of situations. For that reason, it was important to see what actual flower shops looked like. I feel like... Yes, but it is also an actual flower shop. I don't know. Seeing customers and staff moving around in the store is more informative than any document. I see. As I was taking notes to help me remember, I suddenly noticed. Huh? It's Mr. Sugawa. A short distance away, I saw his familiar chiseled face stretch those bones. Oh my gosh, and Ace, drink water, thank you. Clover needed my attention. I missed ProTag's meeting. It went rough. But she did present her idea in the end, and now her senpai has basically thrown the whole thing on top of her and been like, not my job anymore. Which, are we surprised that he's an absolute sleazeball? No, we're not. Ugh. I'm just stretching for a second. Had to blow my nose and take my coldies. I was feeling a little sick. Okay. Maybe he's meeting up with someone. It's a popular meeting spot near the terminal station, so that might be the case. He hadn't seemed to notice me yet. He was just looking down at his phone. Best to take care of our fate. I'm trying, I'm trying! I wonder if I should call to him, but this must be his day off too. If it was, I'd probably be bothering him. But what if he finds out that I saw him and just ignored him? Maybe just a casual greeting. And then, right as I was hesitating, it happened. We made eye contact. While processing this, I instinctively looked the other way. She said, "Nope." Girlie, it's okay. What am I doing? I know I'm hesitating, but this is too obvious. What should I do? Should I say something? I prepare myself to make the first move, but... Sorry for the wait, Ginnosuke. The sight of a slender, beautiful woman running towards him stopped me in my tracks. I knew he was a player, but... Ah! Oh, gosh. I dropped something. I knew he was a player, but... Bro... Mr. Sugawa's face instantly turned into a smile. Always tell you not to call me by my first name in public. This could be one of those classic drama tropes of, no, it's actually his sister, but also press X to doubt. Oh, come on, it's just a habit by now. More importantly, I kept you waiting, didn't I? I'm sorry. You didn't have to rush. I told you I was going to stop by the store first. She sounds familiar. X. Yeah, literally. No, she sounds really familiar. Like, she might be... She sounds like Sawa from Amnesia, but I don't know that it is. 'Cause siblings have different rules on names. Yeah! So, like, I don't... X to doubt. X to heavily doubt. But, like, it could be, technically, one of those, oh, but actually it's a sister. Or, like, a childhood friend. Or, you know, whatever. I know you're just saying that to make me feel better. Thank you. I guess he was waiting for someone after all. Could it be her? Mr. Sugawa was pretty towering, but she was fairly tall, too. The two standing with their model-like figures inevitably attracted attention. Wearing heels and being that tall, she must be much taller than me, even without them. Fiancé from an arranged marriage? Honestly, it could be. As I pondered her height, the two began to walk together. I thought they looked like the perfect couple, with a close and comfortable atmosphere. It might have been my imagination that our eyes met. I can just say something the next time we meet, right? But what should I say? Were you out with your girlfriend? That would sound weird, wouldn't it? Yes, don't directly be like, hey, I saw you and a girl! Like, no, girly pop, no, you can't say that. But you could be like, oh, hey, I saw you while I was out doing stuff. Didn't get a chance to say hi. Like, it's not that serious. Or if he doesn't say anything, don't say anything back. Like, come on. As I looked at their backs to check once more, a pang of pain shot through my chest. Though the fact they're both so tall does make me wonder. Yeah. Sugawa, he had the same smile when he came to deliver flowers. A gentle, soft smile. Are you sure? He looks a little mischievous, to be honest. Seeing that smile makes me want to smile too. He must be popular. He is a prince after all. Well, yeah, I mean... As I lost sight of Mr. Sugawa, I came to my senses. It's none of my business. My goal is to submit a satisfactory proposal and to perfectly complete the plans for the new Phil Flower store. I'm gonna do such a good job it'll leave Mr. Sugawa, who always speaks his mind, speechless. I believe in you, girl. You could do it. For some reason, the image of those two was burned into my mind. I shook my head to try and forget. I promise it's okay, girly pop. You are end goal, supposedly. And, switching gears, I moved on to the next flower shop. Eee! Eee! Two-faced prince. I was the only one at the Phil Flower meeting today. After confirming the designs by mail and email first, they agreed to have another meeting. Because I really wanted to speak to them in person. After all, subtle nuances are hard to convey unless you're face to face. So true. So, as a token of my gratitude, I brought them sandwiches from a popular shop in front of the station. I think that may be a little overkill, but I can appreciate it. But I wonder if they'll like them. Uneasy, I waited for Mr. Ichike and Mr. Sugawa to arrive. Sorry about the wait. Thank you for your time. I have never heard his voice actor be so flamboyant. And he was in Jack Jean, so I mean... No, we're sorry you had to come all the way out here. Food is always a good gesture. I know, I'm like, I think they'll be fine. He's so sarcastic. Just mail or even email would have worked fine. Hey, Gin, I apologize for his rude behavior. No, it's alright. Besides, I'm the one inconveniencing you. Oh. Yeah, no, she came here to beat you up. That's what she did, Hokuto. That's totally what she did. We were quite harsh last time. You're probably still upset about that. No, it's alright. I'm glad you gave me such honest feedback. I know I came at such a busy time, so I brought you I bought you something. Hokuto, I love you! I can't wait to date you! Oh, sandwiches from the cafe across the station. Thank you for your consideration. Good timing. Gin, you haven't had lunch yet, have you? Any egg sandwiches? Yes, there are. I bought drinks too, so please enjoy them while you look over the materials. Alright, I'll have some then. There he goes again, doing whatever suits him. Thank goodness they seem pleased. Their egg sandwiches are delicious, aren't they? I've tried all their other sandwiches, but the egg was my favorite. Huh? You ate them all? Yes, I love that cafe. Before I came here, I had something to eat, too. An egg sandwich and a BLT. She had 2 sandwiches. I love this girl. Hell yeah. How dare you! You had 2? You sure eat a lot. Well, whatever. As long as he doesn't push that narrative, it's fine. So you've come fully prepared and even brought refreshments. You must be confident this time, right? Yes, I wanted to speak in person to properly explain things. I see. Go right ahead then. Can you explain the improvements you've made since last time? Of course. I trace around each drawing as I show them. The theme here is a space that warmly welcomes guests. I've chosen a softer color scheme for the interior to ensure that customers feel at ease when they enter. However, I thought that alone might dull the impression of your beautiful flowers. Therefore, I'd like to create a gradient by incorporating chic-colored interiors and flower buckets. As well as, those mentioned last time, the fresh-flowered oh my gosh, I can't read. As well as those mentioned last time, the fresh flowers, dried flowers, vases, miscellaneous goods, and such. I've arranged it in a way so customers can easily understand what kind of store this is at a glance. Is that what this color coding is for? Yes, it roughly reflects the proportion of products handled in the current store. I see. That seems about right. The flow of movement is indicated by the arrows. This is the staff's route, and this is the customer's route. This is during normal times, and this is during peak times. I believe the areas you wanted to improve have been addressed. What do you think? Yes, right now it's inconvenient, because staff members can bump into each other when they pass by. With this plan, it seems like we can move smoothly even when it's busy. It's freaking English? The game is Englishing better than I am, and they said they were releasing a patch! Not bad. So what about the lighting? We changed the lighting to something that allows you to adjust the wavelength. It's a high color rendering LED commonly used in flower shops, now with added correction capabilities. Yes, I know. It's that one that enhances natural colors. Can you adjust it to match the weather outside? Yes, you can. You can also preset it on the remote control. It has remote control on the lights? This is fancy. Maybe I need to play a game about running a flower shop so I understand all of this better. I have more detailed documentation here. Please, take a look. I see. In that case, I will. Hey, you've tweaked the layout a bit beyond the areas I requested, haven't you? I rearranged the workbench to create a space for taking photos. Ah, that's helpful. Whenever I took photos for the store's social media, I was bothered by the tools appearing in the background. Hokuto! You're so cute! Ah! Don't mind me. I thought it'd be a good idea to take the opportunity to reduce that kind of stress. It was also hindering the flow of traffic. I have another layout for what Mr. Sugawa requested, right here. No, I'm fine with what you've offered. Thank you. The list of material samples is here, so please take a look. I'm fully expecting Hokuto to be like, yeah, this is pretty good, and Gin be like, it's ugly! No! Like, he got attitude! He's picky! This wallpaper with this floor? I like it. What do you think, Gin? I guess that's good enough. I couldn't believe my ears at first. I thought it would be another storm of questions and explanations, just like last time, but Mr. Sugawa agreed so easily. Hokuto, I would die for you! Good enough. Why not just say it's much better? You're not very candid, are you? Is it really? Of course. He just talks like that, but everything we pointed out last time has been fixed. It's amazing. In fact, we got a proposal beyond our expectations. I'm surprised so much has changed so fast. You must have studied a lot about floristry, haven't you? I was just doing my job after all. I'm sorry I didn't work as hard last time. Girl, you had a week to prepare and your senpai screwed you over. It's not your fault. But they don't know that because you're trying to be professional, and I get it. I ended up all flustered by their praise, feeling nervous. Girl, I would too. That and Mr. Sugawa kept looking right at me. He then quietly asks, "Hey, you. Did you actually finish this in a week?" Huh? What do you mean? Oh! The previous design proposal had someone else's name on it, right? The person who came to our store last time. Was that your senpai? That's correct. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh! He's right on the money! That's what I thought. You were overruled by him, and your own opinions were hardly reflected in the outline, right? From now on, just present what you really believe is good. We don't care about your circumstances. I agree with him, but also, she's still on the bottom of the ladder. I would feel really awkward also trying to, upstage my senpais. You know? I felt embarrassed and guilty, being found out like that, but more than anything, I felt a sudden rush of joy. Mr. Sugawa's expression and tone had changed. A face that's neither irritated, feeling his precious flowers were being belittled, nor resembling the kind, gentle face of a florist. A straight and serious face. I was able to have a proper conversation. I was able to create something that was recognized. It's exactly as Mr. Sugawa said. I will be in charge of this case, so I will take responsibility and handle it from now on. So sorry. I needed to get that out. Take responsibility from now on? Yeah, otherwise it'll be a problem, because we're just at the starting line. Leave it to me! I inadvertently raised my voice, but Mr. Sugawa just smiles quietly without a complaint. Good answer. Burp going feral. Burp going feral. Oh my gosh. And don't think this is it, alright? Indeed, the lighting and flow of movement have improved, but this place here and here, too, needs some work. Are you talking about the shelf height? I saw shelves of the same height in other stores, and they were easy to see. I was gonna just be like, no, he's not gonna bring it up. He brought it up. Which store did you go to? Not one of those stores for young people at the terminal station, was it? As expected, you're well informed. I also happened to take some pictures. When I show the photo on my phone, Mr. Sugawa nods, not all that surprised. Just as I thought, if this was a flower shop across the station, it might have worked. But for us, even though we're in the inner city, we have a lot of older customers. Oh, they can't see the flowers in the back from here, can they? Exactly. Don't just think from your own perspective. Consider all customers, young, old, male, and female. I understand. I'll make improvements. And what should we do with this shelf? That one is fine as it is. I don't think it'll be in the way. By the way, I'm a bit curious about the flooring. Doesn't this cause severe wear and tear? I appreciate that it doesn't show dirt, though. This isn't made of natural materials, so I believe it's quite durable. There's an explanation at the back of this document. I see. Suddenly, the store phone rang. Oh, whoops, I'll get it. You two keep talking. No, Hokuto, don't leave me! Hokuto, don't leave me! Mr. Ichige said that, but our conversation dried up after he left. Sorry for the wait. This is Phil Flower. Mr. Hanakawa, thank you for your support. Mr. Hanakawa, I have a bad feeling about this. Is something the matter? They called him Mr. Oh, so maybe it's the husband of the person. Okay. Hokuto is talking to a flower farmer. He and I plan to go and buy from her next weekend. You don't buy your flowers from the market? Oh, you've been studying purchasing, too. I just noticed it while I was researching. You go buy from the market in the early morning, like fish stores. That's right. Usually HQ visits the flower market and delivers to each store. I genuinely didn't know that's how florists worked. But in our case, we sometimes directly purchase seasonal flowers from farmers we know. I see. Getting to directly see and purchase flowers from the farmers seems like a luxury. A luxury? I don't know, it feels like more of a hassle, you know? Oh, wrong button. Sorry, I keep hitting the wrong button. I guess so. But for someone like me who doesn't usually get the chance to see a farm, I think it's nice to go and see one in person. Yes, I've actually been concerned about the weather lately myself. Yes, I understand. Then, this weekend. Oh, Mr. Hokuto, what did Mr. Hanakawa say? Something just, like, made a really loud rumbling sound outside the house. I don't know what that was. The past few days have been hot. It seems that this has caused the flowers to bloom earlier than expected. I can see how that would be a problem for a flower farmer. Just like we thought. Sorry, again, there was like weird rumbling noises coming from outside the house. I apologize for interrupting the conversation. Shall we get back to the meeting? No, please continue if you'd like. I'm also interested in the procurement process. I have returned. Welcome back! We saw Azul's character very briefly, and then he's gone again. He's not shown up again. Yes, that's good. You can learn from this. I wasn't expecting you to say that, Gin. And Ginnosuke is something. He's a choice, but Hokuto, I love you! Hokuto's my type. What the heck is all the rumbling outside? Oh my gosh. Anyways, the procurement schedule for Mr. Hanakawa has been moved up to this week. Understood. I'm fine with it, but Mr. Hokuto, you said you had plans, right? That's right. I can't just get out of it, but then again, I can't just let Gin go alone. It's true, it would be better to have more people. What about Tenya? Can't come because he's on a shift. There's also the presentation for the next workshop. Oh, okay, so this must take place after the other one because Wataru's working here. And Wataru doesn't start his route working at the flower shop. Then Wataru, it's his university exam period. It seems tough for the other members, too. The mimosas seem to be doing well this year. I don't want to miss it. Oh, the flowers you're buying are mimosas? Yes, but are mimosas that rare to you? Isn't it a bit early for the mimosa season? Or should I say, unusual? Yes, we usually start a bit early. We generally start displaying them in store around mid-February. It's popular flower, so people will be happy to see it. Nodding, I can't help but imagine. Rows of mimosa trees, a bright and vivid yellow that seems to call for spring. Even a single branch is beautiful enough to make the heart leap. So, how much better to see them lined up in a field? I gotta go prep for supper. Thank you for streaming. Okay, goodbye, Sloaney. Have a good supper. I like mimosas, too. Oh, so even someone like you has a favorite flower. What the heck does that mean, Ginnosuke? Fight me. This is a bit annoying after all. I don't mind being told harsh things about my work, but isn't my taste in flowers my own business? Of course I do. Is that a problem? I didn't say it was a bad thing. I just assumed you were the type to prefer practicality over aesthetics. Didn't you say you had 2 sandwiches earlier? What does that have to do with it? What does having 2 sandwiches for lunch have anything to do with how pretty a flower is? I'm gonna beat him up too! I didn't eat breakfast, so I was hungry. But I like dumplings too. I see. So you like both, but you have a favorite flower too. I thought this guy wasn't mean, just diligent and strict with work. But maybe he's a bit mean after all. He's different from the person I'd always imagined. Kick him in the shins, girly pop. It'll be okay. You'll still end up together. Just kick him in the shins once or twice. But that's because I created an idealized image of the person I had admired. Maybe this was for the best. Through casual conversation, the feelings of unease that were lingering in my heart began to clear up. Of course, I admired Mr. Sugawa's work ethic, but it felt like a line had finally been drawn. Now I feel like I can face the current Mr. Sugawa regardless of any past memories. Just then, I noticed a mischievous glint in his eye. First off, rude to call me Anta instead of Anata. Rude. I don't know how old the protagonist is in this route. But she might be younger than him, I guess. Hey, are you free this weekend? Huh? You sounded interested, right? You don't need any special knowledge. Just help me carry some luggage, that's all. Mimosas are your favorite flower. Why not go see them? You're taking Miss Akashi with you? That's really... I mean, I guess, but like... I don't know if I trust him. Yeah, he's hot, but I don't know if I trust him. Mimosas are a flower, not just a drink? Yeah. They're in here somewhere. Hold up. This is what they look like. The small yellow flowers that bloom as if introducing springtime. Mimosa is a general term for the acacia genus. March 8th is also called Mimosa Day. This is a popular gift in Italy to express gratitude to women. The language of flowers, it means gratitude, friendship, elegance, and secret love. Ooh, pretty. I had no idea they were flowers. Yeah, they're very pretty. They're just like a little ball of yellow. Oh, we might have to take a break real soon, though, after this one. It's fine, I'll carry the heavy stuff. If it's just me, Mr. Hanakawa will worry. It's better than me going alone. Even though you're asking for help, the way you say it... I'm really sorry, Miss Akashi. Please don't mind what Gin said. It's okay. Purchasing mimosas. It's my chance to see them in person. What should I do? You're going! I think we should just be real bold and be like, yeah, I'm totally free. I'm totally free with this weekend. I want to go. Oh, we surprised him! Maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. Mr. Sugawa looked taken aback for a moment. You've got a lot of spirit. Then maybe you can help me with the mimosa harvest. Yes, thank you, Mr. Sugawa. You understood my desire to watch your mimosa procurement, didn't you? No. You don't have to be that excited. We apologize for making an unreasonable request. Thank you, Hokuto, for having manners. He's so cute, look at him! He's so cute! Ah! But it's true, the Hanakawa's mimosas are very beautiful. I'm really looking forward to it. May I take pictures? Sure, take as many as you want, but be prepared, I'm gonna work you hard. Of course! I feel like half the things he says to her are innuendos, and she's just like, yeah, I'll do my best! I love her. We finished up the rest of the meeting, cracking jokes along the way. After that, of course, everything went smoothly, and the rest was pretty much decided with only a few minor adjustments. Heck yeah, girly pop. Oh my gosh, we get to see her room! She has so many energy drink cans on her desk. She has so many energy drink cans. Man, she is neat. Yeah, pretty much. I don't think I could ever keep my room this tidy. Ever. Like, it's not happening. Phew, I worked hard all day today. After returning home, I lay back in bed and took a deep breath. I didn't realize just how tense I was. After laying down, my body just refused to get up. I felt that. But I got good results for all the effort I put in, didn't I? I'm so proud of you, girlie. The job I was worried about went well, and I was excited to harvest mimosa on the weekend. I can't wait. I bet it'll be beautiful. For me, mimosas are a special flower. And I'm glad you approve, Mr. Sugawa. Even though some mean things were said, today felt like proof that we've grown closer. Girly Pop, maybe don't start being delusional yet. Not yet. Earlier, he was scolding me about building partitions. Yeah, we're moving forward now. Let's take this opportunity to become friends. If we do that... Unable to contain my joy, I immediately started making plans for the weekend, but then I suddenly returned to my senses. Become friends? Wait, is that okay? He's a client after all. But if we get along and deepen our friendship, it might lead to more revenue, right? Yes, this is business, an extension of work. No problem, I'll become independent and taste victory once again. I love her. She's so headstrong. I love her. She is a beautiful, wonderful protagonist who I love. I'm always very fond of protagonists in Otome games, though. They're my children. I can't wait for this weekend. Filled with uncontrollable emotions, I found myself squirming around on my bed. Chapter 5, Belief and Trust. Good morning. Am I late? The long-awaited weekend had arrived. I thought I'd made it there early, but Mr. Sugawa had already loaded the luggage into the car parked in front of the store. I can't stay mad at him because then he opens his mouth and it's Trey speaking and I'm like, ah! Ah! The conundrum is real. How dare they switch his type? If he was typecast the way he has been typecast, it would not be an issue. Don't typecast actors, actually, but... good morning, you're fine. I just came early to get things ready. Oh, I see. Let me help. That's alright, I've already finished. But, you know... What is it? Nothing. It's just the way you said that makes you sound like some part-timer. It's okay, you don't have to worry so much. No, I said I would help, so please let me assist. I see. Then go right on ahead. Could you put that bag in the back seat for me? I inadvertently found myself staring as he gave a small, cheerful smile. Mr. Sugawa seems a little different today. What? You can get in the car afterward. Oh, sorry. He's as casual as a friend. So easy to talk to as well. Is it because he works in customer service? Probably. I tried to figure him out, stealing a few glances at him as I got into the car. Did you put the bag away? It didn't tell us that she put the bag away, but I'm going to assume she put the bag away. It was my first time doing harvest work, so I came wearing denim and a button-up for ease of movement. I wonder if I'm a bit underdressed. The early February air was cold, and even with the car heater blowing, the inside of the car still had that wintry chill. From the driver's seat, Mr. Sugawa felt the coldness of the seat and handed me a blanket. Stop doing cute things! This is illegal. This is illegal. Take this. We can't use the heater, especially on the way back when we'll be loaded up with mimosas. Thanks for the blanket. His thoughtfulness made me happy. It warmed my heart more than any blanket could warm my body. I wonder if he's normally this kind. In those meetings, it was always a battle of opinions. Mr. Sugawa, I brought some hot coffee and snacks. Would you like to eat? I was thinking of saving it for lunch, but if you're hungry, we can eat it now. Huh? What do you mean, huh? I brought something too, he muttered and pulled out a paper bag with the same pattern as the one I bought. I need a moment. Oh my gosh. My heart is so beating so fast and my cheeks are so warm. Man, you know what's great? Living in the same century as Otome games. You even went to the same store? Because it's close and everything there is delicious. If you're buying around here, it has to be from there. That's right. Oh, but you bought hot tea. I wasn't sure which to get, but doesn't it smell good? I really like the Darjeeling tea from that place. It really does, and this way we can enjoy both tea and coffee. Well then, I guess I'll have a coffee for now. Yes, please do, and I'll have the tea. Courting rituals! Ah! Oh my god! We exchange tea and coffee and both take a sip. It's pretty warm. Even though he must have been busy getting ready, he had gotten everything ready for me, too. The blanket, too, I guess. It kind of makes my face feel relaxed. I'm sorry for causing you so much trouble. You're even giving me a ride. But you're already coming along to help me, aren't you? Oh my gosh, he's letting her be a passenger princess! Ah! King behavior. Don't worry about it. You can just sleep until we get there if you want. Oh my gosh, he got everything ready for his passenger princess. I had a warm blanket, Western music flowing in from the radio, hot tea in my hands, and the gentle sway of the car. Mr. Sugawa's driving was as skillful as it was courteous. All in all, it was the perfect spot to fall asleep, but I obviously didn't intend to. After all, I want to ask him about something that's been bothering me all day. You are not going to come out and be like, hey, you were out with your girlfriend, weren't you? Now is not the time. Mr. Sugawa, may I ask you a question? Go ahead. You're very honest about your work and speak very plainly. You're very kind and gentle to your customers, aren't you? Oh, what's that? A sarcastic remark about my poor treatment of you? Huh? No, that's not what I mean at all. You must not like how blunt I am. That's not it at all. I'd like for you to talk to me more casually. It's easier for me to talk to you that way, and easier to work when you give me your honest opinion. Huh? I mean it. I really didn't mind. Though, judging from Mr. Sugawa's reaction, he might have had some thoughts about it. When I expressed my feelings, his face took on a relieved expression. So I ended up asking him some deeper questions. Girlie, you did not ask him if he was dating anyone. Please tell me you did not ask him if he was dating anyone. I've been told that I'm the type of person who doesn't have much of an on-off switch. But you seem like a professional at that sort of thing. You can adjust your attitude depending on the situation. When dealing with customers, you're the model of perfect customer service. Ah, like a prince, huh? Isn't it hard to maintain the prince image? Don't you ever want to slack off? Oh, he's got insecurities? I can fix him. No, wait. No, people with faces like mine should always be smiling. That alone makes a huge difference in sales. You have to use everything you can for your job. Did you learn that in customer service? It's not just with work. I'm always like this. At least he's self-aware that he's hot. If my looks are something I can use to my advantage, it would be a shame to waste them, don't you think? A useful appearance. That's a somewhat fresh concept. So there are people who think like that. I find your reaction refreshing. Really? I did have a friend who told me it's better to use womanly wiles to my advantage, too. Girlie, don't listen to them. Whoever that friend is, get rid of them. Get rid of them. You are fine as you are, girly pop. If you dress up cute and pretty, you'll be treated nicely, so it's a good deal, but to me it looked like a lot of work. Big handshake, girly pop. I love her. She's an amazing protagonist. I love her. She said that there were times when men misunderstood her and made really persistent advances. At least he's honest about it. Women might have a lot of struggles, but I'm a man, and I think frankly. My opinion of him keeps waffling back and forth. If someone shows me affection, I either brush it off or just go along with it until they're satisfied. They're not serious anyway. They'll get bored eventually. I got the sense my way of thinking was different from Mr. Sugawa's, but something about his remark puzzled me. Girly pop! You are stuck in a car with this man on the way to a farm! Now is not the time! Either way, does that mean you would date anyone if they confess their feelings to you? Oh, well, if you want me to be honest here, I probably would. I could never do that, but I guess Mr. Sugawa can. That's kind of incredible. No, girly pop, do not encourage this behavior. Are you really that surprised? It's not that strange. It's normal to want a lover who's friendly, looks good, and you can brag about, right? We both know it won't last. It's not anything serious. Maybe it's because I don't normally like Playboy characters. Like, that's normally my, like, lowest on the tier of otome love interests. Is, like, the player character. But, so it's fine to just get together and break up. Dating someone for bragging rights, huh? What if the person was serious? What if they're serious, you know? Maybe it's just you who thinks that. When I glanced at Mr. Sugawa, his expression changed slightly. His brow furrowed and his tone took on a teasing tone. You dream too much about love. But confessing to the clerk at a store you visit often requires quite a lot of passion, don't you think? Don't they confess because they really like you? In my experience, I've never fallen for someone just for bragging rights. I think there's gotta be more to it. You really do dream too much. You said it twice. I'm hoping she can change him. Listen, if you were to date someone, wouldn't you choose a man with a nice face over a mediocre one? I choose people I like, regardless of how they look. Yes, you'll understand when you're older. Isn't that a bit rude? Yes, it's very rude. Even though I'm 23 years old, people still mistake me for a student. Oh, she's young. She is kind of a baby. She is kind of a baby. It's probably because I'm short. I think so. I look even smaller today because I'm wearing sneakers. I wish I had some heels to make me taller. I didn't know you were so concerned about it. Let's keep quiet about not just your height, but also your baby face. Ruder and ruder. I mean, you did tell him to be frank and, like, casual with you. So, like, she did kind of ask him to be like this. At any rate, I see now that our views on love are completely different. There's no doubt about it. I got the sense you were more dedicated to your work. I thought you'd say, I'm working right now, so if someone fell for me, it would just be a bother. You're not getting it. From my perspective, it's the other way around. If I can provide good enough service to earn the favor of our customers, isn't that a good thing? I don't want to deny that. While talking, he smoothly turned the steering wheel. Soon the outside scenery changed. We were out in the suburbs. When I was assigned to Sakuragamori, our shop wasn't doing so well, and the sales weren't up to par. He cares about things, he just doesn't want to care about things. For better or worse, we didn't stand out from the rest of the shopping district. We just looked like a typical flower shop. I've finally managed to stabilize sales recently by improving the shop's appearance and changing the furniture and shelves. That's why we decided to refurbish it. I see, but the location is great, isn't it? It's right in front of the downtown station. Yes, but most of the people who came were regulars. The new drop-in rate was very low. I was thinking something. Hold up. I feel like maybe my brain is frying. We may finish this chapter and then be done for today. That's why I was so troubled. I was thinking about how to attract first-time customers and broaden my clientele. Oh gosh. We made efforts, like increasing the number of affordable products and having a poster boy. I figured if we were going to have a poster boy, it might as well be me. That would make things simple. Just by standing by the store with a smile on my face, I had a good number of girls approach me. I thought, oh, I could use that. I see.
気持ちよく花を買っていってもらうことは僕が目指す理想とも合致していた。
Besides, entertaining customers and making it fun to buy flowers aligns with my own goals and ideals.
花屋って心に余裕がないとなかなか行く気にならないじゃない。
Don't you think it's hard to enter a flower shop unless your mind is at ease?
でも余裕がない時こそ来てほしいんだよ。
But I want people to come even when they're stressed.
お店で花を選んで好きな花を眺めることで癒されてほしい。僕はそう思っていて。
Mr. I don't care about love actually loves things. This just in on news at 4:37 p.m. I don't hate him. He's frustrating at times, but I think sometimes that makes characters more realistic, is if they're a little frustrating. My hope is that by picking out flowers and gazing at the ones you love, you can find healing. That's what I believe.
そのためには僕自身も笑顔。
To do that, I must call people in with a smile.
フィルフラワーに行けばもう大丈夫。元気が出るって思ってもらえる存在になりたかったんだ。
You'll be okay if you go to Phil Flower. You'll feel better. That's the kind of environment I'd like to create. Forgetting to nod along, I remember all the times Mr. Sugawa helped me. They're happy memories. Even though it's hard to accept in terms of romance, I feel like I can understand it as part of his job. For the sake of the store and his own ideals. By thinking those things, Mr. Sugawa became the person he is today. That's what I admired about you 2 years ago. Your sincerity knows no bounds. Say these things. So that's what it was.
何ニヤニヤしてんの？
What are you grinning about? Huh? Was I?
ニヤーって顔緩んでた。気持ち悪いからそれ禁止ね。
Your face was all relaxed and grinning. It's kind of creepy, so let's ban that, okay? Rude. Then I'd also like to ban you from using that sharp tongue of yours, Mr. Sugawa. After my retort, Mr. Sugawa gave a small burst of laughter.
あんた、顔に感情が出やすくて面白いね。
Your face is so expressive, it's funny. Please don't look at me. You're driving. Come on, watch the road. I wanted to say I understood, but the moment had come and gone. In the end, we continued chatting. I staved off any thoughts of sleep, and before we knew it, we were almost at our destination. Okay, we're gonna end it here because my brain is fried. Like, fully fried. We're gonna go on a break. When we get back, we will play something that doesn't take quite as much brain power. Okay? Okay, break time. Hello, we're back. I forgot to turn on Spirit City. Hold up. Hold up, I remember. I'm remembering how to do this. We're gonna do crochet tomorrow too, but I don't have the brain power for much left. So I wanted to show off how far I got last night. That My Mellow is very cute. That's who we're making. Yeah, that's who we're that's who we're making. That's who we're making. Okay, so last time we left off, last time we worked on this, I had made the body and the head and most of the hood. Well, I finished the hood and stitched it down to her head and did her face. I've got the body. I did her arms and the flower that will go on her head. So this flower will go here eventually. I'm hoping we're gonna try and see if we can do her ears before the end of stream. Wait, do we want to do ears or do we want to do her feet? Let's do her... do her feet. No. We'll do her ears. I don't know. I also wanted to show off, I got another new crochet book recently. It's... You've got me yawning too, I'm so sorry. It's Sweet Crochet Friends by Cook K. We're gonna be doing something out of this book after I finish this My Melody. And I think from now on we're gonna start picking from my patterns using like a wheel to decide where we're gonna get stuff we're gonna pick from. Yeah, there's a lot of really cute patterns in this book. I really want to make this little lamb right here in the little dress with the little booties. I think she is the cutest thing I've ever seen. So we might make her, or we might make the koala, who's also really cute. But yeah, I got this book, so that's going into the list of things that we can pick from crochet-wise. I'm so sorry. I did not really nap. I didn't sleep very well, so didn't really nap, didn't really sleep. That's why I am yawning. Okay, let me see where I'm at with this. I worked on this last night because I couldn't sleep, and so I ended up being awake super late at like 2 in the morning working on My Melody. So it's been a time. Let's do her feet. I think her feet will take less time. So we're gonna do her feet. Let me get my white out. I'm using my 4.5 hook still. It's a Clover and More hook. You guys know the drill by now. Oh boy. I even drank an energy drink today, and I am just so seepy. My energy just like drained from me very quickly. Okay, what are my directions? Also, there's been so many patterns coming out about of anglerfish because of the anglerfish that like was swimming up to the surface, and I kind of want to make one. But I've decided I need to finish at least 2 of my projects before I start on something new. Oh gosh. 4. So how did you guys like the game earlier? You gotta give me your honest opinions. I really like that game. I'm really, so far, really liking the story. I'm intrigued to see where it goes. Because I think each boy has like 15 chapters. And we were only on chapter 6 of Gin's route, so... Okay, increases. Two. I'm glad it's not squeaking. Last night, when I was using the red to finish off the hood, my hook was so squeaky going through the yarn, and I was like, please stop. But it's not super squeaky today. At least it's not with the white. I don't know if it will be with the red. But it's not. This is not a professional setup, let's be honest. Ooh. My light that I normally put on is not plugged in, and I don't feel like plugging it in. Yeah, it was really loud squeaking too. I don't normally have that issue. I know that it's because of the way that, like, when you use the hook a lot, the brushed metal, like, loses its, I don't know, its oil or something. I don't know exactly how it works, but, like, happens if you use plastic hooks on plasticky, like, acrylic yarn. But it can happen with metal hooks too. I am very excited for next week because, one, we're not Hello. Please tell me this is back. I'm back. Oh, cool. Awesome. So glad. So sorry. OBS is still having problems, clearly. I'll need to figure that out one of these days. But yeah, if you use a plastic hook on acrylic yarn, it squeaks. And if there's like a special coating on the metal ones normally that keeps them from squeaking, but sometimes that coating wears off. The big thing that everyone says is a super good hack is if you run your hook head through like your hair, it gets the hair oils on it. I am a little icked out by that, so I don't do that. I just kind of run my finger up along the hook head because I figure I'm already touching it, so my finger oils are already going to be in there. But I sure don't want my hair oil in my project. 10. So we're making her foot. The feet are very small on this pattern. One. 2. 3. Tiny feet. Yeah, they're very tiny. Tiny feet for little girl. Truly. Weave in ends and thread a long tail through the center of the foot. Hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. Bring back my little bag of wonders. Bag of wonders. Pee-pee. I'm not sure how it wants these flattened. Let me look at the picture real quick. Very ASMR suddenly, LMAO. Sorry. Get my cool little curved end needle out. I think what it wants me to do is make this a little closed circle, which is what we're going to do, I think. Oh, wait. I did that wrong. Ah! I hope I'm doing this right. There's not great instructions on this. Okay. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. It makes a little, like, semi-flat puck, and then it will get attached like this. I believe. So, foot 1. It said to make all the parts before trying to sew them together. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to follow the rules. Okay, we need to make another one of those. Sorry, because these are so small, I kind of have to have them up where I can see them. So no camera angle for you. Cool. No free feet pics. No, it's true. You get flashes of feet. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cool. 1, 2. Ow, sorry, that was my hand popping. Oh boy, okay. I have to stretch a lot more when I'm doing small pieces like this because I hurt my hands. Which is why I don't have a timer going. It's because I'm just taking breaks when my hands need them. Sophie! She's screaming at me. Okay. Sophie! Sophie! So same thing as last time. We're supposed to flatten it and close it up. I think it could be fun to do crochet alongs on stream, but like, let's be honest. 1, who has the time? And 2, I know most of you guys don't crochet. Which is also very valid. But if you would like to, I think it could be fun. Sophie! You know where I am? I don't know why you're screaming at me. No, I don't. Feet. Foot. 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 This is foot. This is feet. I'm sewing along with you though, so there's that. Well, good. It's like we're hanging out together. Okay, I'm going to see what my next step is. So on nose to make eyes, use brown, I know. Assembly, stitch head and body together. Stitch arms, feet, and tail onto the body. Oh, she does have a tail. I guess that makes sense. She's a bunny. Let's make that real quick. Sophie, oh my gosh. It's not that serious, babe. It's not time for your dinner. Another round of 7. Cool. I need to be able to see it, though. White is a lot harder to work with than you would think. It's like as soon as I sit up and I'm like doing something different, I'm suddenly not tired anymore. What the heck is up with that? little tail. And tail for sewing. Okay. I got stuffing. I know I haven't finished her cape and her ears, but I want to put as much of it together as I can right now. Ooh, this is soft stuffing. Wow. I'm a little surprised by that. Okay, so let's look at her sewing instructions. Plump up her body. Okay. Stitch head and body together. Cool. It's not really helpful, but the assembly instructions on this are not the greatest. But I think it'll be fine. Sophie. Oh my gosh, Sophie. Yes? Do you have words to say to the people? Yeah? Yeah? I'm sewing together a toy, baby. I can't give you attention right now. What? You still have 40 minutes until your your dinner. Breakfast? She sounded like a seagull for a moment. Yeah, she's quite something. That pounding sound is still going on outside the house, and I really don't have any idea what it is, because it's not raining or anything. So one of my neighbors has to be doing something, but I can't figure out what. Oh, stretch my hand. This is how we're looking so far. pretty hard to sew these pieces. It's hard to sew these pieces together because they're small and because I am not great at sewing things together by hand. But like, so I have to be really careful and take it really slow because I don't want to hurt my hand any more than I've already hurt it, you know. Like, there's no changing the fact that I have hurt my hand in the past, but like, I don't want to hurt it any more than is necessary. You can hear it squeaking through my stitches. It's a coated needle on acrylic, but squonk, squonk, squonk. Oh, yeah, it really was quite loud. My apologies. So we have a little head attached to a little body. She's a little lopsided, but I think it's okay. I literally think I just sewed her face on crooked. Because everything else looks fine and lined up, but I think I sewed her, like I embroidered her face a little crooked, which is why she looks a little crooked. Which, embroidery is not a skill that I've ever had to learn, so it makes sense that maybe my embroidery is not the best. And I'm gonna give myself a pass on that one. There she is in her glory for right now. Then we gotta attach her arms and her legs, which I am going to put pins in, put needles in to mark where they go. She'd just be looking at you like a curious cat. True. And the beautiful part is she has a cape. So, like, the top of her arms and stuff don't have to be perfect because the cape is going to be covering over it. Just excellent news for me. Sophie, can you please stop crying? No. It's not time for dinner. It's not. Sophie! Babes, first off, I promise it's not that serious. Oops. Well, that fell out. What are you working on, by the way, Uda? I don't think I asked. What are you showing? Oh my gosh! It's a noise. It's sure a noise. I don't know why it makes that sound. I'm having a hard time gripping onto the needle. She's so much like Gigi, it's funny. She's so loud. Ow. Maybe I need a different needle. Maybe the green one's too much. Adding lace to the bottom of one of my dresses. Ooh! I bet it's gonna look super cute when you're done. Almost done with the back half. Heck yeah! One of these needles will work, I swear. One of them will work. Do I have my other needles somewhere? I don't know where they are. Please. I just want to sew these body parts on. Sounds bad, but... I wish I knew where my other needles were. These are giving me a hard time. What, Sophie? I've been on a bit of an upcycling, repairing clothing kick recently. I turned one of my old flannels into a bolero. Ooh! I keep thinking I need to get back into, like, actually sewing and doing stuff. But then I get distracted. Yes, ma'am. arm. That took way longer than I thought it was going to take. So, let's do the other one. I know... Oh, I'm only getting into it because I know everything's gonna get more expensive and, you know, it's a useful skill to practice. True! I think it's awesome. Sophie! Literal two tubs of fabric from when I worked at Joanne. Oh, fair. Of course, now everyone's panic buying because the end is nigh! I gotta find out when our store is closing and if they're going to have sales to liquidate. Yeah, it really is a shame because, like, it fills a gap for a lot of people that, like, they can't find anywhere else, but... I am so messy at sewing things. This is going great. Oh, parents are home. Definitely not the cleanest sewing job I've ever done. But I think after I get this arm sewn on, that's going to be the end of stream for today. Just because I think I can save sewing the rest of it on till tomorrow. She has arms. They're a little off. They're a little off, but it's okay. Sophie, it's not time for dinner. Okay, maybe I don't like that stuffing very much. The polyfill gave it a nice, like, consistent squish. This stuff is a little almost too squishy. Like, I don't know. It feels more like a cotton base, which I'm not super into. Sorry, had to discuss with Papa. But here she is. Here's how she's going. We're gonna end there for today. With her little beanie body. And I'm going to send you over to someone. I don't know who yet. Let's see who I can send you to. Looks like Blair Bear just started. She's going to be playing Slide Cooper today. So I'm going to send you over to her because she's nice and fun and cozy. And I will see you all tomorrow for more crochet. We're going to be finishing up, hopefully, My Melody. So, look forward to that. I will see you all tomorrow. Have a good night. Get some rest. And, yeah. We'll hang out later. Bye.